TFNN. Headline News Update.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Tommy O'Brien coming to you live from TFNN, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday morning. 30 minutes to go until that opening bell, and markets giving up the gains we had overnight. You just saw the S&Ps. We'll zoom it in. Check out that action. In the last 5 minutes, folks, you just jumped down 10 points in a heartbeat. We're currently minus 1 point now in the session, and the S&Ps trading 37.91. NASDAQ dipping lower as well, 12,889. You got the Dow up 19 points. 30,921 in the Russell, hanging on to some gains right now, up 4 points at 2,093. We got to talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, quite the volatile session. I went over it on my show this morning, the last half hour. Friday, you're up at 42,730. You trade down to a low yesterday. You're talking about a 31,000 handle. Right near the lower end, about 31,105. Talk about a bounce, folks. We get a bounce to the tune of almost $6,000 in Bitcoin, up to a high at about 245 this morning of 37,000. And since then, we've given it up. And interesting enough, you put the Fibonacci retracement on it, we got a 50% bounce. It could be a dead cat bounce. We will find out as Bitcoin struggles to find a bid. I mean, talk about some volatility, folks. Not really a store of value when you go from 42,000 to 31,000 to 37,000 to 34,000, all in the span of about 48 hours. Crude showing some strength overnight. $53.26 for crude. We've backed off a bit to $52.83. Gold off $6. Gold trading a little bit lower since about 8 a.m. this morning. We're above 1860. We're trading now at 1844. You got silver giving up the gains it had as well. Whoops. Silver was up to a high of about 25.70. We're now trading 25.31. And how about notes and bonds? A little bit of a pop, but we're still talking about a yield of about 1.17%. You're talking about only 8 basis points away from 1.25% in that 10-year. And you look where we were. I mean, talk about a decisive break since the Georgia elections. We've traded now lower to the tune of about 2 full points from 138.05 on January 5th. Sitting at 136.05, exactly 2 points in the 10-year lower in that time. All right, checking out the VIX this morning as the market trails off a little bit, seeing a little bit of a spike. We just got above 24, currently trading at 23.77. Should be an interesting day in the markets, folks. We got the S&Ps, for all intensive purposes, sitting right near record all-time highs. You got some tough economic situations to get over, but we got vaccines. Yesterday, I believe, one of the biggest days for vaccines. 1.3 million, almost approaching 10 million U.S. residents vaccinated at this point. Stay tuned, folks. Larry Pesavento coming up with Trade What You See. Live program all day. We'll be right back.